Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for July 30th, 2020, from 2 Samuel chapter 8 and 9. David as a mighty warrior, but also kind. The Lord God Almighty was giving David success over the enemies of the people of Israel. As a result, David was gaining more power and wealth. Power and wealth? You could say that's a recipe for danger. Lord Acton once said, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." But is it possible to obtain power and wealth and not be corrupted? King David will show us it is possible. Chapter 9, verse 1. And David said, "Is there still anyone left of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake?" Wow, the house of Saul would be considered by many people, if they were in David's position, as an enemy. People to be eliminated so they would no longer be a threat. But David didn't see them as a threat, nor did he demonize Saul, but respected Saul's position, even though Saul was trying to kill David. Jonathan, Saul's son, was a very close friend of David. So David, in remembering that friendship, was wondering, was there anyone left in the house of Saul that he could be kind to? Verse 3, and the king said, "Is there not still someone in the house of Saul that I may show the kindness of God to him?" Ziba said to the king, "There is still a son of Jonathan. He is crippled in his feet." Notice that it took a while before they made it known to David that a son of Jonathan was still alive. They wanted to make sure that David was sincere about showing kindness and not just to use it as a means to expose and then eliminate the house of Saul, especially with someone who had crippled feet. They would be a little bit more vulnerable. Verse 9, and Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, son of Saul, came to David and fell on his face and paid homage. And David said, "Mephibosheth," and he answered, "Behold, I am your servant." Verse 7, and David said to him, "Do not fear, for I will show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan, and I will restore to you all the land of Saul your father, and you shall eat at my table always." Not only would David have him eat at his table, but the family's land would be restored to him. Not just Jonathan's land, but all the land of Saul. That was a great gift. So Jonathan's son would be well provided for. So how do you not allow power and wealth to consume you? By showing kindness, especially to the lame, as Jesus notes in Luke chapter 14, verse 13. But when you give a feast, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind, and you will be blessed, because they cannot repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the just. King David was trusting in God, and he was doing well, protecting Israel from their enemies, and God was blessing David. We'll see tomorrow that only God is perfect. While David is doing everything well, tomorrow we're going to find out he's still a sinner. Join me again tomorrow as we hear about David and Bathsheba. God's peace and many blessings be with you. Thank you for watching, and please share this video with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for watching.